According to a shocking study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association, nearly 45% of adults over 60 have already lost enough muscle mass to seriously impact their quality of life, yet most don't even realize it's happening. This silent condition, which doctors call sarcopenia, isn't just making you feel weak. Research from Harvard Medical School reveals it's directly linked to a 300% increased risk of dangerous falls, loss of independence, and even premature death. But here's what's particularly alarming: that feeling when you struggle to rise from your chair, or notice your grip isn't what it used to be. That's not normal aging, it's a medical warning sign that your body is losing its battle against muscle deterioration. Most seniors are making a critical mistake every night that accelerates this muscle wasting process while they sleep. The worst part? Conventional advice about protein shakes and daytime exercise completely misses the nighttime window when your body is most vulnerable. What I'm about to share might shock you. While you're sleeping, your body makes a crucial decision: either rebuild your muscles or break them down for energy. Without specific nutrients during this 8-hour period, your body will literally consume its own muscle tissue, regardless of how well you eat during the day. In this video, I'll reveal 4 specific foods that research shows can halt this nighttime muscle destruction. The final food, which requires just 1 tablespoon before bed, was shown in a recent clinical trial to increase muscle preservation by up to 70% in adults over 65. But be warned, eating the wrong foods before bed can actually accelerate muscle loss. If you're concerned about maintaining your independence and strength as you age, please hit the like button now and subscribe to Senior Health. In the comments, tell me if you've noticed any warning signs of muscle loss in your daily life. Have certain activities become harder recently? Your experience could help other members of our community recognize this condition before it's too late. Let's start with the humble kiwi: mild, green, fuzzy on the outside, sweet and tangy on the inside. You might think of kiwi as a refreshing summer snack or a fruit salad addition. But what many don't know is that this small fruit is a silent hero for sleep and recovery, especially when enjoyed before bed. Let me share a story. I was having tea with George, a 74-year-old widower and retired teacher. "I don't really sleep through the night anymore," he confided. "When I wake up, it feels like my body has been holding tension while I slept. It's stiff." He wasn't in pain, exactly, just tired and drained. His legs weren't as stable as they once were, and his arms lacked the effortless strength he'd previously taken for granted. He assumed this was just part of getting older. I suggested he make one small change: eat 2 kiwis about an hour before bed each night for 2 weeks. That's it. The difference was subtle but remarkable. Not only did George fall asleep faster, something he hadn't done in years, but he began waking up feeling lighter, more rested, and more mobile. "I don't creak like an old chair anymore," he laughed. "Suddenly, my legs feel like they're mine again." What makes kiwi so special? It's one of the few fruits naturally containing melatonin, the hormone that signals your brain it's time for sleep. Unlike the pill form many people use, kiwi offers a gentle, food-based version that your body can naturally absorb and utilize. Research shows eating kiwis before bed can improve both sleep quality and duration, particularly in older adults. Here's where it gets even more interesting. During deeper, more restful sleep stages, your body performs its most significant muscle repair. Only when you truly reach those deeper sleep phases can your body restore worn tissues, balance hormones, and regenerate strength while you dream. Kiwi helps unlock that doorway. Kiwi offers more than just melatonin, it's packed with antioxidants like vitamin C and E. Why does this matter? As we age, our muscles become more vulnerable to inflammation and environmental oxidative damage, causing soreness, stiffness, and a general feeling of slowness. Antioxidants help eliminate this damage, allowing your muscle cells to focus on recovery rather than repair. Kiwi is also an excellent source of potassium, essential for proper muscle contraction and preventing nighttime leg cramps. If you've ever woken at 3 a.m. with a searing leg cramp, you know how valuable this benefit can be. Seniors particularly appreciate that kiwi is easy to digest and won't spike blood sugar. Despite its sweet taste, it has a low glycemic index, making it safe for those managing diabetes or monitoring insulin levels. Its naturally low sodium content makes it ideal for those dealing with high blood pressure. How best to enjoy it? Peel 2 ripe kiwis about an hour before bedtime. Eat them slowly while relaxing with a book or peaceful music. It's a simple practice, but one that signals your body it's time to unwind. Healing is coming soon. As with anything, listen to your body. Some people with sensitivity to fruit acids or digestive issues may experience mild stomach discomfort, but for most, kiwi is gentle, soothing, and well tolerated, even calming. It's a gentle path to deeper sleep and enhanced recovery. Now that we've explored kiwi's quiet power, let's move to something more traditional, something we've all cracked open at some point, whether with morning toast or tucked into a cherished family recipe. I'm talking about eggs. You might be thinking, eggs before bed? That's right. We typically consider eggs a morning staple, but here's the surprising part: if you're over 60 and aiming to maintain strength, balance, and muscle tone while you sleep, an egg before bed can work wonders for your body. Eggs aren't just high in protein, though they certainly are. They're what nutritionists call a complete protein, containing all 9 essential amino acids your muscles need to grow and repair. They're particularly rich in leucine, the amino acid responsible for triggering muscle protein synthesis. When you eat eggs, you're sending your body a clear signal: it's time to repair. Here's where things get interesting for seniors. As we age, our bodies become somewhat less responsive to even small amounts of protein. A 25-year-old might build muscle from a small chicken portion, but those over 60 typically need a higher quantity of high-quality protein, particularly leucine-rich protein, to get the same benefit. This is where eggs truly shine. A single large egg contains approximately 6 g of protein and 500 to 600 milligrams of leucine, enough to make a meaningful contribution to overnight muscle tissue regeneration. If you're someone who eats lightly at night, or if your dinner wasn't protein-rich, a soft-boiled egg an hour before bed might be the missing element your body needs to stay strong. But there's more. Eggs also provide vitamin D, a nutrient many seniors lack, especially those who don't spend much time in the sun. Vitamin D does more than support bones; it plays a vital role in muscle function and coordination. Combined with the choline in eggs, which supports brain and nerve function, you have a food that helps your body move and respond with greater ease and confidence. You might be wondering about cholesterol, a valid concern, particularly since eggs once had a negative reputation. Here's what current research shows: for most people, moderate egg consumption, about 1 egg daily, doesn't increase heart disease risk. In fact, studies suggest eggs may actually improve your cholesterol profile by raising HDL, good cholesterol. Unless your doctor has specifically advised against them, eggs can be a very safe and valuable part of your diet. How you prepare them matters too. Gently cooked eggs, poached, soft-boiled, or lightly scrambled in olive oil, are easier to digest and retain more nutrients. Avoid frying in butter or adding excessive salt, which can irritate your stomach and raise blood pressure. A soft egg is one of the easiest proteins to consume, perfect for those with chewing difficulties. No jaw strain necessary. Let me share a real-world example. Through a wellness program, I met Leanne, 68, perpetually smiling, always bringing fruit to share. For years, she experienced morning weakness. "When I get out of bed, my legs wobble like cooked noodles," she'd say. She'd been skipping evening snacks, believing this would help her sleep better, and often ate dinner early. We introduced a single poached egg into her evening routine, not a heavy meal, just a warm pre-bed snack. After 2 weeks, she reported, "I didn't think it would make a difference, but I don't feel as shaky anymore. I'm actually steady." That's what the right bedtime protein can do. This isn't about having a heavy dinner. It's about giving your muscles the right fuel to heal and rebuild while you rest. Your body does the work, you just need to provide the materials. Now, let's turn to something unexpected, something you might hold in your palm or forget in a jar on a cabinet shelf. Don't be fooled by their size, these tiny seeds are among the most underrated nighttime foods. I'm talking about pumpkin seeds. Those small green seeds, often called pepitas, that you might sprinkle on salads or mix into granola have much more power than their diminutive size suggests when it comes to your muscles, sleep, and overnight recovery. Let me introduce you to Harold, a 72-year-old retired gardener whose hands still look like they could work the soil. He came to me with a common issue: I wake up every morning with tight legs. I go through the motions. I'm moving. But it feels like I never really rested. What was missing from his evening routine, meals, and sleep habits? Magnesium. And we found it. Magnesium, as you may know, helps relax your muscles. Without enough, your muscles may remain partially tensed even while sleeping. This is why some people wake up feeling achy despite sleeping for 8 hours. And guess what one of nature's best sources of magnesium is? That's right, pumpkin seeds. A small handful, about 1 ounce, provides approximately 37% of your daily magnesium needs. That's remarkable for such a tiny bite. By enjoying them in the evening, you're giving your body the resources it needs to physically relax, not just mentally. But magnesium isn't the only gift pumpkin seeds offer. They're also among the few foods naturally containing tryptophan, the amino acid your body converts into serotonin and then into melatonin, the sleep-promoting hormone. Combining tryptophan with magnesium creates a powerful 1-2 punch for deeper, better sleep. And better sleep triggers more growth hormone release, more cellular repair, and yes, more muscle rebuilding during the night. While you're tucked under the covers, pumpkin seeds deliver about 7 g of protein per ounce, along with beneficial fats that slow digestion, an important factor for seniors. Instead of a quick spike and drop in amino acid levels, your body receives a slow, steady release throughout the night. It's gentle, supportive, and exactly what aging muscles need to heal and grow stronger. How do you consume pumpkin seeds in the evening? Keep it simple. A tablespoon or 2 is plenty. Eat them plain or, for extra protein, sprinkle them over a small portion of plain Greek yogurt. Some people lightly toast them in a skillet to bring out their nutty flavor, but you don't have to. Just avoid adding salt. Late-night sodium isn't helpful for blood pressure regulation, especially if you're managing hypertension. Pumpkin seeds are also rich in zinc, which helps with cell repair, immune support, and even hormone balance. This is particularly significant for men over 60 who want to maintain healthy testosterone levels, which directly impact muscle mass. All that from a tiny seed. Nature doesn't waste space. One minor caution: like other nuts and seeds, pumpkin seeds are calorie-dense. This doesn't make them bad, just be mindful not to consume them by the handful, especially late at night. Keep portions small. Think of them not as a snack, but as a nighttime tonic for your muscles and sleep. And now for our final item, the unassuming champion of nighttime strength. It's not fruity or crunchy. It's not colorful or flashy. It's cottage cheese, the one food that can truly help rebuild muscles that time has taken while you sleep. Before you wrinkle your nose or think, "That's what my grandmother ate," stay with me. Despite its humble, lumpy appearance, cottage cheese is one of the most powerful muscle-building foods you can consume, especially before bed and especially after 60. Here's why. Cottage cheese contains a specific protein called casein, different from the protein in fish, poultry, or even eggs. It digests slowly, meaning your body doesn't use it all immediately after consumption. Instead, it releases amino acids gradually over several hours, keeping your muscles gently nourished throughout the night. Why does this matter? Because while you're sleeping, your body enters repair mode. If there aren't enough amino acids in your bloodstream, your body may start breaking down muscle to fuel other processes. That's the last thing you want, especially if you're already struggling with age-related muscle loss. Imagine giving your body a steady stream of those building blocks throughout the night. A few spoonfuls of cottage cheese does exactly that. It doesn't spike your blood sugar. It doesn't feel heavy in your stomach. It silently works to promote muscle growth, repair, and strength while you recover. My friend Martha, 76, sharp as ever, had started noticing her legs weakening. Climbing stairs became harder. Getting out of the car required more effort. She'd been told it was simply aging, but she wasn't comfortable with that answer. One small change we made was adding a small bowl of low-fat cottage cheese, just a few spoonfuls, about 30 minutes before bedtime. Within 3 weeks, she told me, it's like my body finally got the message. I wake up with more energy. I feel stable now. That's what happens when your body finally gets what it's been missing. Cottage cheese is also rich in leucine, the same muscle growth stimulating amino acid we discussed with eggs. But cottage cheese delivers it over a longer period. Think of it this way, eggs are a quick starter. Cottage cheese is the steady hand that holds you through the night. If you're watching your blood sugar, more good news, plain low-fat cottage cheese is naturally low in carbohydrates. It won't cause midnight crashes or interfere with insulin levels. The protein may actually help regulate overnight blood sugar, beneficial for those with diabetes or prediabetes. If you're concerned about sodium, look for low-sodium options, they're easy to find. And for heart health, choose low-fat or 1% varieties to limit saturated fat. Let's talk flavor and texture. Some people enjoy cottage cheese plain. Others prefer mixing it with something else, perhaps a few banana slices or a sprinkle of cinnamon. If you have leftover kiwi from earlier, that's a wonderful combination. The key is keeping it light and simple. Remember, this isn't a meal, it's a signal to your body, rebuild while I sleep. Just a tablespoon makes a difference. The beauty of it? No preparation, no cooking, no stress. You don't need to stand over a stove or blend a smoothie. Just open the container, grab a spoon, and nourish your body. Quiet, intentional care. Many seniors believe regaining strength requires major action, intense workouts, sophisticated diets, expensive supplements. But the truth is, power after 60 comes from consistency in the smallest things, knowing what to give your body and when. A small serving of cottage cheese before bed is like a comforting embrace for your muscles. Now that we've completed this peaceful nighttime journey together, let's pause for a breath and reflect. You don't need to transform your entire life. You don't need perfection or counting every calorie. What your body truly needs, especially after 60, is something more sustainable, a few choices made consistently with care. Tonight, it might be something as simple as peeling a kiwi, boiling an egg, enjoying a spoonful of cottage cheese, or letting a few pumpkin seeds soften on your tongue before the lights go out. These aren't just bedtime snacks, they're acts of kindness toward your future self. They fuel your muscles. They ease your nervous system. They promote more restful sleep and more energizing mornings. And with each calm evening ritual, you're telling your body, you still matter. There's still strength in you. You can still rebuild. Because that's the truth. Muscle loss isn't inevitable. It can be reversed. It can be prevented. It starts with giving your body what it's asking for, not in loud, overwhelming ways, but in simple, compassionate steps. Tonight, you can go to bed knowing your body is quietly rebuilding itself as you sleep, rather than feeling your strength slipping away. If you found this video encouraging or it gave you some fresh ideas to try, I'd love to hear from you. Which bedtime food are you most interested in trying? Let me know in the comments section. Your story might inspire another member of our senior health family. I read every word. And if you haven't already, please hit the like button and subscribe to the Senior Health channel. We're building something special here, a community where getting older means getting wiser, stronger, and more connected every day.